Hello and welcome to the Dennis Bloodnok Channel.
If, like me, you grew up in the UK in the 1970s, there is one TV cop show which is the ultimate TV cop show. If you were watching ITV on Thursday, the 2nd of January 1975, you would have seen this. And from Thursday, the 2nd of January 1975, we were able to see Detective Inspector Jack Regan and Detective Sergeant George Carter sorting out the baddies like this.
Get your trousers on. You're nicked.
Who are you?
We're the Sweeney, son, and we haven't had any dinner. You've kept us waiting, so unless you want a kicking, you tell us where those photographs are.
There was a well-known husband and wife acting duo who appeared in separate episodes of The Sweeney, although they were actually married to each other at the time. Can you name this well-known acting husband and wife? The Sweeney, whilst it did feature very good plots, storylines, production, direction, editing and writing, also featured car chases, violence and a more accurate depiction of the police of the time. Car chases such as this. The Sweeney depicted a particular squad, a particular part of London's Metropolitan Police, namely the Flying Squad, which is known as Sweeney Todd or just the Sweeney. This was the first series on UK television to show this kind of level of violence, high-octane action, as well as good quality storylines and good writing. The series proved very popular and ran for 4 series and 2 feature films. And in fact, it was so popular that several other TV cop shows have mimicked or done their impression of the Sweeney, and even as recently as 2005, the Life on Mars series contained many of the elements of the Sweeney, and in 2012 there was a cinematic remake of the Sweeney. Starring Ray Winstone as Jack Regan, and Ray Winstone had actually appeared in the original series. The Sweeney starred John Thor as Detective Inspector Jack Regan, and Dennis Waterman as Detective Sergeant George Carter. In this interview, John Thor and Dennis Waterman talk about their roles in the Sweeney.
We're very surprised, happily surprised, by the amount of people who call us John and Dennis in pubs and in the street and things. We're very rarely referred to as George and Jack or Carter and Regan. I mean, together they say, "Oh, look, there's the Sweeney." But if they come up and ask for an autograph, it's, "Would you sign this, John? Would you sign this, Dennis?" So
My daughter.
I'll sign it for your daughter. So that the people realise we're actors as well, which is very pleasing for me, because I hadn't done a series before. And one obviously is nervous of that.
Dennis, why do you think the two characters have had such a fantastic appeal to audiences? In parts, but there's something special about them.
I think there's something. I mean, the style of the Sweeney, the style of the show, and also the way we play it, we're wonderful. No, it's the.
Cut that.
No, don't. Like we play it, and it was written like they're two guys who are policemen. I mean, it is their job. They're not. I am a policeman. I have a blinding inspiration that I must do things right. They lose. They have humour. I think they're easier to identify with the British police than other TV cops have been.
Well, we work very long hours, so physically it's tiring. If you've got a running sequence or a big punch up upstairs or something at 8 o'clock at night, that gets a bit wearing.
It's strange, the overall thought of the Sweeney is like running, punching, driving thing. I mean, there are a great deal of shows to which you never see any aggression at all, or cars, or anything. It's probably not as taxing. We do all our own stunts, but it's not as taxing as people seem to think it would be.
Carter and Regan, but especially Regan, battled against the system and against authority in order to get the job done and make sure that the villains were brought to justice.
Regan, if there is anything in your claim about this someone trying to damage our interests at the oil conference...
There's no if about it, sir.
Then Special Branch or the Secret Service will know about it.
With respect, if Special Branch and the Secret Service are so bloody clever, why haven't they done anything about it?
Regan, it isn't up to you to question their methods.
Question? 5 people are dead, including a well-known journalist, a police officer, and a young woman.
So here is the final clue as to who the husband and wife acting partnership were who appeared in the first and last series of the Sweeney.
Everywhere.
All right, hold up.
Who are they?
Coppers.
The Bill.
No, just barged in, pushed me out the way. He did that on purpose.
And so that was the Sweeney. Just about my favourite police/cop show of all time. Certainly the best police/cop series of the 1970s. But see what you think. Please leave your comments below, and also please leave your answers to the husband and wife acting duo question in the comments below as well. Many thanks for watching. The Dennis Bloodnok channel will return in the next video. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.